Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On the double. Blow check.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And some room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Black ultra. Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Forced out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
Ritter to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They run for the first time, rolling with shot right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Buccaneers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Hey, 73, 73. Carlos Yannis. Carlos Yannis.
Palmer going in motion right.
63, 63, 63.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's complete. It's Okurobunom.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. 23 yards to pick up there.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back eight. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to Palmer.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, they'll run with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
63, 63. Hey, Silver. Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go Silver, right? 73.
Palmer going in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, right.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Real green. Like good. Yellow.
Back to throw, Ritter. That one deep for London. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ritter now. Buying time to his left.
Ritter slides down, and he has enough for the first.
12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Smash, red. 6, mega. Watch it, 6. Green jack.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That one deep for London.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London,
His third touchdown now on the year.
and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Hurts. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
63. Hey, silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Albert O, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Blue Strikers.
Working from the gun, Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Black shot.
Here's Ritter.
Flush to his right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Black. Yellow.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Red. Yellow. Hey, red. Yellow, blue.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
White. Ready.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Six. Mega. Blaster. Six. Green Jack.
Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On the set. Steel. Black. Ready?
Ritter back to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Koo now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Falcons 21, Buccaneers 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Low silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Palmer.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Back to throw now on first down. He's got White here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan of how to utilize him best when they get in close.
This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Red, sniper. Hey, green. Fight, 60. Black shot. Drill green. Cut.
Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Ready,
3rd and 8.
right through. Yellow. Go red.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Come on, set. Rail, yellow. Beetle blue. Clawed red. Set.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
White, white. Yellow, blue, smash, red.
Ritter to throw it. This ball down the field for Pitts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ritter will set up to throw it. Flushed out right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to move him around. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Here we go.
2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Blue strike. Hey, blue.
In motion, the tight end.
Yellow, go. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Red, cycle.
The center receiver in motion to the left. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slide through. Hey, red.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Set, ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Ritter now. This ball down the field for Pitts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Red, yellow.
Ritter from the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here we go. Back.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hut, hut.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run. Hut, hut.
Running here is Taysom Hill. And this play will be blown up. We'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Right, right. Ready, ready.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Black, red. Yellow, blue. Six, red. Cluster, 6.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
63, 63, 60. Hey, Silver. Yanni. Round up, Yanni.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuobunan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
73, 10.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs,